Hi, I'm Joey with this week's Science and Tech News. This just in from outer space! MAVEN, NASA's latest Mars spacecraft, successfully entered into orbit around Mars this week. MAVEN is collecting information so that scientists can solve the mystery of what happened to the planet's air. See, planetary scientists believe that about 4 billion years ago, Mars was covered in a thick layer of heat-trapping carbon dioxide that kept its climate warmer than it is today. Since then, the air has thinned and Mars is now a dry, cold planet. MAVEN will collect data that may help scientists figure out where the air went. Scientists at NASA aren't the only ones interested in Mars right now. In fact, India's Mangalyaan satellite has successfully begun orbiting the red planet, marking the first time an Asian country has ever done so. India's space agency has just released its first pictures, and they look pretty cool. This mission is specifically looking for signs of life on Mars. I wonder if they'll find anything.
I do so enjoy observing the flora and fauna of that tiny planet.
Meanwhile, SpaceX, a company founded by Tesla Motors' Elon Musk, is working to revitalize the space shuttle program with their Falcon 9 rockets, which are currently delivering supplies to the International Space Station. So far, the rockets have been successful in delivering much-needed supplies to astronauts manning the space station. Dinosaur lovers, get a load of this! Scientists recently discovered the biggest nosed dinosaur ever. The new guy in town is called a Rhinorex, and he is a Hagosaur, which are characterized by the funky bony crests on their heads. While we already know the mighty T-Rex needed long dagger-like teeth to snack on its prey, and the Brontosaurus needed a long neck to reach elevated food, paleontologists are stumped about the Rhinorex's massive nose. The theory is that it was used for easy recognition by other members of its species, or maybe even knocking down the plants it liked to eat. Whatever Rhinorex used its big schnoz for, I think we can all agree why he earned the nickname King Nose. If you think glue is the stickiest thing on Earth, MIT has news for you, because researchers there just created a new adhesive that just might be the stickiest substance on the planet. Mussels are bivalve mollusks that live in water, and they can stick themselves to almost any surface. Scientists decided to study the biological makeup of these creatures in order to mimic their sticky abilities. Researchers took to the natural proteins secreted by mussels and mixed them with bacterial proteins to make a new material that is basically the most intense glue ever. This new adhesive may be used for things like repairing ships and sealing surgical wounds. When 9-year-old Carter Stedman was in 2nd grade, his class learned about the life stages of the monarch butterfly. He also learned that these beautiful creatures were becoming threatened due to changes in the environment, and he decided to do something to help. Carter joined the Loudon Wildlife Conservatory's initiative to save the monarchs. With the help of his family, he set up a feeding station filled with milkweed, which monarch butterflies love, in order to encourage them to feed and breed in a safe place. Carter took it a step further, though, by raising the monarch caterpillars in his home, and at any given time, there are about 200 insects in his dining room. As the caterpillars go through their life stages, Carter moves them to different locations so that they can develop safely, and when it is time, he releases them into the wild. Carter plans to continue helping the monarchs, and he hopes he will inspire others to do the same. He wants everyone to remember, you are never too young to make a difference. Apple's iPhone 6 debuted last week, and sales were through the roof. Many people waited in line for days to be among the first to get their hands on the shiny new gadget. But if you haven't been able to get one yet, you might consider yourself lucky, since many people are having issues with the phone's hardware and software. The iPhone 6 may look all shiny and new, but according to many users, it's a bit flimsy, meaning it can be bent while in your pocket or your hand. Even if you didn't get the new phone, you may have downloaded the iPhone's new operating system, iOS 8. And there are so many bugs in the system that Apple actually had to recall the update. Many people have also complained about Wi-Fi issues, problems with the battery life, Touch ID malfunctions, and even a total loss of cell service. Apple says that they are working on the issues, but these mega glitches and malfunctions may make you rethink about being the first in line for every new gadget.